every job we take, we make some new friends. We get the ball, we score the goals, and then it's on again. Maybe tomorrow we'll get a brand new start. Until tomorrow, the aim is EWOOD Park.
Hello folks, welcome back to yet another episode of my Football Manager 22 game save with, of course, Ruku Lviv in deepest, darkest Ukraine, and it is in the deepest, darkest winter over in Ukraine. So we're still 45 days away from, of course, the relaunch of the season when we're going to take on Inyulets. But why am I back? Why am I back? Do I have a friendly? Do I have international games for the Ukraine national side? No, I've got an actual job offer on the table. One that's actually got me thinking, guys. So here it is. I've delayed it until the last possible. How am I delayed for the last possible thing? Maybe there's a bit of wiggle room in this. But this is it. It is from Royal Union St. Gilloise. That's right. And who the heck are they? That's what you're thinking. Of course, well, they are a team out in Belgium, the Juniper League. Now, of course, they are struggling in this bizarro universe out in Belgium. I think they are rock bottom down here, Union SG. But in the real world, right here, right now, as of recording, they are top of the pops over the Belgium Juniper League. They are flying high, defying all expectations to do absolutely all kinds of stuff. So this is Union St. Gilloise. So take a look at their squad. We can't really see too much about them. They do have a lot of homegrown players in there. Let's take a little look at some of the key personnel, if we can see it. Is it going to let me see what kind of stuff we're talking about? Who's been their most prolific player this season? Lorik Lospian has been the most prolific player. He's from I don't know where that is. Where the heck is that? Madagascar. He's been from Madagascar. He's 20-year-old attacking midfield on the left-hand side. I can't see much stats, of course, because we haven't accepted the job. He's actually transfer listed for whatever reason, but he's been chipping in great performances. He's been a regular performer each season. He's been getting better and better. But of course, right here, right now, he's on a bit, not as great as last season, but still contributing as well. Let's take a look at another one. We've got Teddy Tuma. He's a Maltese player, 31 years of age, also transfer listed. Maybe they're looking to try and raise some funds here, and of course, maybe some dire situations. Also, another player, Sean Leinan, is a Belgian whose contract is running out. So that's, of course, one to maybe renew if we decide to take this job, because it's as much as it does appeal to me. I've always wanted to manage in the Belgian Juniper League. This one doesn't really float my boat as much. Top goal scorer these days is probably what's while they're struggling is they don't really have a recognised goal scorer. They got this guy, Dominik Martinovic, who's Croatian. Again, peanut sort of value here. Not really much to get excited about. Formerly of Dragojevic, of course, out in Croatian second tier, trying to be involved as the man to come here and save the day for this Belgian side. Doesn't know that he's going to cut out for it. Meanwhile, if we go back out to the job offer itself, the salary, £2.3 thousand pounds a week, it is okay. It's an improvement. We could probably get that over to 2005 if we negotiated. However, the transfer kit is only 65 grand with a £45,000 wage limit as well. Their goals for this season is avoid finishing bottom of the league. And that's not avoiding relegation, it's avoiding finishing bottom of the league. We don't want to go down if we were to take this job. So that's something we've got to bear in mind. And of course, at the moment, to get us to avoid bottom, we've got to get at least 4 points. So if we are to succeed at our goal, we'd have to get at least 4 points to beat out STVV. Again, of course, the familiar faces in Belgium. You've got Anderlecht, you've got Club Brugge, you've got the Genks and the Gents, Antwerp as well, Standard Liège, to be there, the bigger boys. Union SG, what was their anticipated finish? They were expected to finish bottom, so they are, of course, matching the media's prediction. And the key man, according to these guys, go down the bottom there, is Lapuzen, and we talked about him already. And they're Maltese guys. So both of those guys, who are the most key components, have been transfer listed. So what do we do about that? Do we want to make a gamble on the situation? Here are the other jobs out there, and don't be alarmed. I have applied for a whole bunch of them. We have applied for the Adnan Sport one. We've got the Lamia job, Super League, FC Metz as well in France, as well as the SP Reed. I am quite inclined to the Aberdeen job as well. So, and again, with my Scottish connections, that might help me out as well. But there are some other jobs again out there if we want to consider those. If we take a look at the job security. we'll see a whole host of other names that could become available if results don't go their way, or the higher ups decide to get rid at that time. If they decide, there we go, to load for you. So we got the likes of Tyrol and Austrian Premier League. Grasshoppers is always a one I've always liked. We could maybe make a push for England at this stage. Is it too early to make that push? Alessandria, a team that we did apply for before, got turned down. Also the likes of St. Pauli, probably a bit too much for us here. Sampdoria is also one I'd love to at one stage get that job as well. Lausanne as well over in Switzerland. So there are some good little cushy little numbers coming out there. Lecce as well for Serie B. Maribor maybe for Slovenia, and of course one of the bigger boys out there. You would expect to win some silverware if we were to take it up. But anyway, right here, right now, we've got this job offer. So we will, what do we do? What do we do? Do we take it? Do we not take it? I'm probably going to say no on this one. Probably ride out the rest of the winter and see what else comes our way. So for now, I'm going to say no. We're going to walk away on this one. So sorry, Royal Union St. Gilloise, for wasting your time. But of course, I want to see what else is out there, of course, this window. Well, look at this. Now, of course, we have had an interview. We have actually been offered the job at Aberdeen. Of course, this is the one that I was really looking at and had a very good old good feel about it, because you know what, Aberdeen, now what have we done? I've done the old breadcrumbs system here and kind of found out how this job became available. Was a man sacked? No, it was not. He was actually hired for the Celtic job. That's Jim Goodwin is now the manager of Celtic. So Aberdeen aren't in a bad situation. They're doing all right. And again, there's no real expectations to do that well this season. So we might have a free ride these first half, this mini season here with Aberdeen. And again, as you can see, for Jim Goodwin, it's a right old, lovely little passage to one of the top jobs in world football. You'd think Celtic, Rangers, that kind of stuff. So this could be a right old, a good pathway to get not only top of Scottish football, but be considered as one of the great up and coming managers in the world. So if we do well here at Aberdeen, let's take a look at the offer itself. It's 80 grand transfer budget, of course. Hopefully that will get better as things go by. 110 wage, that's of course a significant rise from what we've got here at Ruka Lviv. We've only got 72 grand, so it's a good 40 odd K increase. So the wage is 3.2. Again, we are on 1,000 and something. What are we on right now? We're on 1,900, of course. What's my compensation? Does it show you? 58 grand compensation if we were to go there. We're still studying for the Continental A license. So it is a pay rise of a nearly, maybe we can get to a 1,500 pay rise. So that'd be pretty savvy if we could do that. Play entertaining football. Again, there's no expectation. They're not going to judge me here. They're not judging me in the Scottish Cup and that kind of stuff. Let's have a little look at their schedule before we look at the team. Are they still in the Scottish Cup? They just got knocked out by Hibs. In fact, they'll be taking on Hibs next. In fact, oh gosh, not meant to be. Again, the Scottish system is a little bit weird because they go into that split division kind of thing at the end of April. But we still got to play the Rangers, we still got to play Celtic, we still got to play, of course, Hibs, who we did interview for a way back when. But they haven't won in 5, so it's a good chance. They picked up a draw against Celtic though, so there ain't no slouches there. Yeah, it's not too shabby. Let's take a look at some of the players then, shall we? Who is their star man, star performer? Sean Raggett, that's not right. David Bates. He looks like, is he a loanee or is he a guy that was on my list or something? Does it show trials? Doesn't show trials. Maybe David Bates was, or maybe he's on my short list. Christian Ramirez, not really. So the real standout here is Ryan Hedges. As a player actually linked with Rovers in the real world, 29-year-old Ryan Hedges. I can play on the right or the left or even down the middle of an attacking trio there. Very key component for Aberdeen. Of course, 7.0 average rating over the past couple of seasons. Lewis Ferguson is still there, 25 years old of age. He's going to be pretty valuable as well. And again, an Aberdeen guy, been here throughout the years. Not really broken the 7.0 average on a season in, season out rating. We've got this young Spanish guy on loan from Chelsea. Could be a bit of a key little weapon. Again, he doesn't belong to us, but again, he's still a little savvy. How about the goals? Where are the goals coming from? The goals are coming from Rick Thornley, who is another loanee coming at you from Everton. He's got 1 Welsh cap already, and again, we can't really bank too much on this guy. He got some goals as well for Bolton last round. Ramirez, Hernandez is another one. So yeah, I'm looking at some of these already, and I'm looking at maybe we'd have to do some deep cleaning here. Deep cleaning is probably what we would need to do to make these, because I've got Jackson Irvine is in there. Is he half Scottish? Maybe his contract is expiring. Speaking of that, so look at some of those. We're going to be losing a whole core bunch of players here for Aberdeen. So that's a lot of money to go out the door very soon. So it could be a bit of a rebuild process for Aberdeen. Do we have a B team? We have an under 21 team. Don't really have much in that under 21 team. I have an under 18s. Again, we can't. There's one real superstar standout, Conor McLaughlin, but he's on his loan, going to bloody whatever, so he's not really ours. But we have a stacked roster of youngsters there that could end up being pretty decent. David Grant could be on his way to Ross County for Nout. So you know what? I'm liking to look at this, guys. I really am. I think this has got potential. You know, we could fast track us up that lead, that leaderboard in a way to maybe to get into consideration for one of the better jobs. Let's take a look at the Scottish Premiership itself. They are ranked eighth in the world of football. Of course, if we want to look at where we are right now, we're in Ukraine, and of course, Ukraine is where the heck is Ukraine right now? They're down into 15th for the moment, so it's a massive jump. It's nearly double jump. So we're just outside the Power 5 in a way. It's above is it above the Duchies? Where's the Duchies? It's just below the Duchies, so and it's above the Belgians as well. So this is a massive chance for us to stake a claim here. If we have a look at the past winners, of course, Aberdeen had won a title way back in 1984-1985. Actually, they won a couple of titles, quite a few titles. They were a decent little team back in the day, but of course, it's been one-sided ever since. Well, when I say one-sided, it's been in Glasgow ever since. Rangers and Celtic alternating, of course. Aberdeen have been up there though. They've been runners up a couple of seasons ago. So if we can bring back those glory days, and of course not too long ago as well, they were runners up a couple of times when of course Rangers were excluded from the top tier. So this is a right old chance for us to make a push to be one of the best of the rest. They kind of find themselves in 6th spot, a bit of a gap between ourselves and Hearts. We do have to finish in that 6th spot to be in that consideration, to be in that half thing. And again, if we want to get into Europe, it looks like just to get into top 5 we can be in Europe. So I think this smells like a real deal. The only issue is the money. I don't think I can put I can wave my magic wand on bringing in any of the transfers just yet. But right here, right now, I think our destiny is going to be suddenly going to turn red. That's right, the red of Aberdeen, the red of Pittodrie, the red of Alex Ferguson. We're going to follow in his footsteps and become one of the masters of the football managerial world. So yes, let's go into it and start negotiations. They got 3.2. Let's try and get up there a little bit. Be a little bit cheeky, but not too cheeky that they scare them off. Ooh, so we got over the 3.5. Let's go to 3.7. They'll take it. It's a 1-year deal, though. It's a 1-year deal. We'll take it. £3,700 a week. Signed, sealed, delivered. Aberdeen, I'm yours. That's right. Done deal. Done dealio. So that's it today. That's all we're going to do. Of course, it was all about getting the new job. We've got the new job. I'm happy with the new job. Thanks for your time in Aberdeen. I think also part of the process, I might be resigning from the Ukrainian national job. So my time in Ukraine is done. Of course, now we're going to look forward to moving all our gear from Ukraine in Lviv all the way to Aberdeen, and I know some good places, little swanky places around Aberdeen. Used to live down that neck of the woods, so yeah, looking forward to this. Aberdeen, the new era starts now. In fact, it starts tomorrow. But until then, I'll see you soon, guys. Smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that is, which of course will be tomorrow. It's not, I know what it is. Until then, guys, out.